big game coming up, in days' time, and that's the Europa League final, next week Saturday. It's big for them because they can end a miserable season with a title as big as, Europe's second biggest title. And you now have speculations regards your coach. We've had Sarri come out this morning saying that if his future is not clear, then it's as good as he not even being at the job at this point in time, because the Europa League final is a big one. You want full concentration on the job. You don't want the players to get a bit destabilized with various speculations coming up. And the Chelsea board has not done so well in terms of clarifying whatever position it is. If you are even going to make a decision on your coach's future, it should be after such an important game, not before.
Let's talk about Rakitic once again rejecting United links offer.
The truth of the matter is, it's difficult for top players to leave a club like Barcelona and move to United. Because what's United offering at this stage? Is it Champions League football or Europa League football? Rakitic has won lots of trophies at Barcelona, is guaranteed Champions League football for next season. He will probably win 1 or 2 titles next season as well. And then he has the chance to play probably with likes of Delete, Griezmann, Messi and the rest. He won't want to come to United, regardless of the wages they would offer. He wouldn't want to come to United and play with probably likes of Ashley Young and co. It's just what it is.
Interesting. Thank you very much for your time. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Samson. And this is where the cookie crumbles on today's edition of Off the Press. Make sure you stay tuned for the rest of our broadcast that is coming up. This is still Breakfast News on Plus TV Africa.
Spiritual issues. I don't think I can do 9-to-5 anymore. So this is not your regular 9-to-5.
It's my life, my world.
Join me, Amaka Okoye, on Not Your 9-to-5, showing on Monday 5:30 p.m. and Thursday 11:30 a.m. West African time.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Adam, go and bring us your husband. Okay, hello baby. We're in this together, okay? Can you hear me? Keep coming forward. Wait, stop. You okay, lean to your right. Keep walking down, keep walking to the left. Yes. You're almost here. Keep going. You are here. Wow, you did it.
I'm just so glad I didn't have to use my cane to do this.
And I am so glad no other man got you before me. Let me be your eyes.
We will never stop working to give you a network you can rely on, so you can enjoy life's special moments. MTN, everywhere you go.
You global star, you local rapper, you go down low. You swag, you go blow.
Yeah, making Afrobeat.
You bring the heat, you boom. You the coolest kid in Africa. You shocky, you dab, you hustle. You the voice of the streets. You Afrobeat.
The Nigerian railway system, taking a look from how it all began to where we are now.
We're so much happy with President. You can see the level of construction works ongoing. You can see the mammoth crowd behind who have come out to cheer the delegation from the Ministry of Transportation.
They are excited. It will cost them less to come to Lagos now.
We are saving costs for those who do business and encouraging people to do business and creating employment.
29 minutes from Lagos to Abeokuta. Amazing.
Quite impressive. It's a massive project.
So far, so content.
I feel great. I'm excited.
premiering this Friday at 6:30 p.m. with a repeat broadcast at 9:30 p.m. on Plus TV Africa.
I actually moved back to Nigeria to open a bakery. This was my goal, and everything I did up till this point was in preparation for this. First of all, life was great because I moved in 2015 right before the recession, right? It was awesome. I was like, wow, there's so much money out here, man. The cost of overheads, power generation, water, you have to be your own local government. And there are no tax breaks. Many places where, where they realize the small business environment is difficult would offer some kind of tax breaks and incentives. We don't do that out here. We want you to come back. We want you to, to start businesses here, but we're not going to do anything to help you. All my experiences in the past have led me ultimately to where I am now.
All right, so country people, I greet on our episode that join us inside Plus TV Africa at this very o'clock. This one I news on the hour, and my name now Promise Nero. The South President Muhammadu Buhari on Wednesday for Abuja tell all cabinet ministers make their stay day for office until May 28. The president will say Samadisi and during the valedictory session of the Federal Executive Council (FEC) for the presidential villa, he tell them make the handover the mantle of leadership of their before ministers to their permanent secretary on Tuesday. The minister will submit their handling over letters, give the office of the secretary to the government of the federation by May 28. President Buhari talks say he leave all the team of the cabinet to work with him for 3.5 years. Because they do well. The ministers tell Oga President say, but this with them wella as we say they take day with them, and they thank him well because what he do for them. And the members of the Federal Executive Council now they do this work. They say the Senate don't say, but sweet them for fight palava for Rivers State. Lawmakers when say they raised the matter for the floor of the Senate by Senator Andrew Uchendu when say they represent Rivers East Senatorial District. Say they need to touchlight the matter sharp. Senator Uchendu talk say the palava when say they take the common people head from their neck. Not true, but media no they report them as a be, and they want to make them do something about them to stop the gbege.
Some years ago, what is going around this country today in terms of insecurity, killings, kidnapping, and raping, were
first brought on the floor of the House. And I remember vividly that I said this country has a responsibility to take decisive action where action of people appear to be clearly criminal. And my reasons then were, if you kidnap and collect money, and you say you are doing that on behalf of a movement, and then when you collect the money, instead of building school or hospital or something with it, you pocket it, and you are still claiming to be fighting on behalf of some people, I say that is criminal.
I would like us to, as statesmen, consider this issue of Rivers State as something that's affecting the entire Federation of Nigeria. We are trying as much as possible here to not to create a situation where we are demarcating a particular state.
It's really sad. Sad in the sense that we all know that in 1999 through 2000, the Rivers State used to be very, very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. A lovely state. But from 2000 upwards, there was this struggle for power. Struggle for power that created a kind of situation a situation where the political players began to arm boys, young men, with dangerous weapons, and they formed themselves into cultist groups. This is a well-known fact all over the country. We know that. And that created an ugly situation for insecurity in Rivers. In fact, we from other parts of the country were so concerned. But the government of the day at that time did not see the danger in what was happening.
The only solution is to make this type of crime unattractive. When such a thing happens, not like contained in this motion, for over a decade, Rivers State has been a theater of gory killings, either by cultists or other types of criminals.
The House of Representatives don't tell the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, may they create 2 extra state constituencies for Benue State. Now, Honorable Edward Pwajok from Plateau State and Honorable Benjamin Wayo from Benue State raised the motion when they said they call the attention of lawmakers, may they put mouth for the matter. They say they get existing federal high court judgment since 2015 when they said the electoral body not agree to obey. The lawmakers adopt the motion during one plenary.
First and foremost, there's a standing court judgment, which INEC did not even appeal. And the time for appeal has lapsed. Realizing that, that's why they officially wrote to this House that we should give our input by giving approval. They are rather seeking approval for us to give this approval. So, Honorable Speaker, some of us that have similar cases or worse cases or something near worse, this is a window for us to take legal steps to address these issues in the various states and local governments or constituencies.
The Constitution says that each state should have not less than, that's the House of Assembly, should have not less than 3 times the number of members of the state in the National Assembly. Benue State has 11 members now in the House of Representatives. If you multiply 11 times 3, you get 33. But now they have 29 members of the Benue State House of Assembly, which is 4 short of the 33 minimum as stipulated by the Constitution. So since by Section 114 and 115, INEC has been given the responsibility of creating new state constituencies, but only with the approval of the National Assembly. INEC, when it went through his records, found that there was even a consent judgment. The judgment in the Federal High Court was a consent judgment. That means all the parties in the matter, both the plaintiffs and the defendants, all agreed that that constituency should be created. So it means that the federal government itself, which was in the matter, they agreed, INEC agreed, and also the plaintiffs.
We must give backing to orders of our court. Mr. Speaker, what the motion is asking is also in consonance with Section 114 of the Constitution, of which INEC, by default, are not complying to. We are not just testing water with this. We are only allowing the court orders to be immediately carried out as to other areas requiring review to be attended by INEC.
The don't put Ekiti State do. Soyinka talk say make the government no throw away with Obasanjo yarn. Soyinka said the country they go through serious palaver and the people for street want make them solve their problem. The role of history when they take the torchlight with Africa they face for the matter when they want to build better future and the focus of one special panel matter when they do on Wednesday to make everything day well for the 2019 Africa Day inside the UBA House, Marina.
And build a nation.
Home is where to begin. How can we even begin to cope with modern phenomena if we do not know the ancient phenomena of our existence?
By now, we all know what needs to be done. But what we are lacking is the courage to make those changes. And we won't have the courage if we don't have the orientation. If our consciousness is not imbued with that confidence of who the black man and woman is.
Contributing to the team, Africa's History Redefined, Our Past, A Path to the Future, the audience share various concerns that needed to be addressed for the future desired.
We can all sit here and choose to rise up and write history by ourselves. We can choose to be written in history, or we can choose to just sit by and watch history be written.
As an African, we all need to be able to travel, settle, marry, live, do any work, anything in any African country.
Another 40 years from now, we will probably still sit here and repeat the same thing. But if it is going to change, it means everyone here today will get up and go and begin to talk to young people and say, let's create that change.
And young people feel completely excluded. Whether it's walking into banking halls and how they're addressed, whether it's them presenting ideas of saying, I've got this historical piece I want to create, and people saying, where's the money in that? The reality is that in Nigeria and in a lot of Africa, one of the most recognized forms of power is money. Those who control the money, those who control these forms of power, must create more opportunities.
The panelists also speak on the importance of approaching Africa's unity as a political project.
We are never going to go anywhere unless we view unity as a political project. What is missing in our discourse is that we think, okay, we'll do it later. Let us agree on a common market, on this, on that. I'm telling you, we are going to wait another.
Every African, we have miles to go, and we cannot sit back and relax.
Africa Day is celebrated in commemoration of the foundation of the Organization of African Unity, created on May 25, 1963, but now known as the African Union AU. Felicity Ezewike, Plus TV Africa.
All right, so now time to take one short break. When we show back, we'll summon up plenty of that to read them. We could not go anywhere. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, then inside the first member of the parliament when they say they're swearing on Wednesday. He gives statement saying Deputy David Mabuza no go day swearing as lawmaker as he don't ask for shift, go front to address allegate when they say they bring the ruling African National Congress enter bad name. President Ramaphosa when they say they also the leader of ANC, they due today elect on Wednesday by the 400 lawmakers for Parliament National Assembly and Lower House when a party hold the majority. He go dey inaugurated on Saturday. The ANC easy wins South African May 8th general election, but their share of the vote fall, show vexation and Uruuru Wahala and racial trouble when they say remain inside the generation after the party take power. Algeria Army Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Ahmed Gaid Salah talk for state television say you no get political plan for response to democracy activists when they say they want to copy the authoritarian model of Egypt. The armed forces don't be one pivotal power center for Algeria for years and though they manage one transition after mass I no go agree force President Abdelaziz Bouteflika they say may resign last month after 20 years for office. Street demonstration don't continue to press demand for to scatter the elite of the independence veterans. Security commanders and business tycoons then when say they don't run for the major oil and natural gas producer since independent from France for 1962. They see touchlight the matter. One presidential election now they put for July 4th. Algerian activists say that they consign on top the army when they say that they do the transition for democracy to prove matter for Egypt. The news could continue after the shikini break with a comeback. Sri Lankan President Maithripala Sirisena don't prolong the nationwide state of emergency when they say they impose immediately when they say follow one series of deadly attack on top Easter Sunday. For another month, according by the Darana News portal, the President will sign one relevant document earlier for the day based on the current security situation for the country. The initial curfew now they be imposed on top Northwestern Province on 12th of May when BC follows civil unrest for the city of Shiloh when they say start by inflammatory Facebook post where BC suppose touchline one racial attention. Several messaging applications like Viber, WhatsApp, and Facebook now they block on 13th May to prevent the false propaganda. Sri Lanka, on top of high alerts, is one string bombings. It caused one casala for the country on 21st of April. The Trump administration, they study how proposed tax go to go up on top Chinese import and it will affect consumers and they remain for at least for 1 month for them to touch the matter. Now, with the Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin talk on Wednesday, he confirmed this one for the hearing with lawmakers for U.S. House of Representatives. Wednesday, I say he don't talk with the chief financial officer of the retailer Walmart about how the tax will impact consumer price them. He don't assure the House say the president go they focus before he go make any decision. The next one. Business news.
Far away in a foreign land, they have embarked on a new adventure. What challenges will they confront? What pleasures will they experience?
Is to be the best in this competition because I really want to show the African how beautiful they are. Amazing!
A brand new life with all possibilities. Nigerians in China on StarTimes.Nkoa.
Access Bank and Diamond Bank don't put bodies together. Some of get cash prize, give some of their customers when they save minimum of 5,000 naira for this work. When they do raffle draw, when they give the winners better prize them like reward of 500,000 naira. Some other people call it 1 million naira. Others shopulate 100,000 naira. And this one could happen every month for the next 5 years. As some people go still chop 100,000 naira for the next 20 years. Other prizes then when they give a grant for school, rent advance for 1 whole year, and others. Access Bank, they do the initiative to get account owners, make them expand their savings, and they don't launch the 11th season of the initiative to make their better customers happy. Executive Director Victor Etoku don't share with Plus TV Africa the why the bank do the initiative Waka. Plus TV Africa follow some of the beneficiaries, the Yan Osita Ede don't share with the person need to take qualify to win. The recent joint body between Diamond Bank and Access Bank don't get any wahala as everything go weller. Plus, all the product like Diamond Extra still the kakarakaw. The initiative when be saying Access Bank, but they manage them not to get account owners to expand their savings. Access Bank don't launch the 11th season of the initiative as a carry cash prize, give them winners. Executive Director Victor Etoku don't share with Plus TV Africa the reason for the initiative by the bank.
My people, this is now the 11th season of Diamond Extra. We don't do 10 years. 10 years don't pass. This is now year 11. Diamond Extra is the best banking product for Nigeria. This is now product when you say, as you they save, it they reward you, it they give you money, they give you better things. Today, we don't give some people when win salary for life. It means say, Access Bank go they pay them 100,000 naira every month for the next 20 years. The special thing when they do, we say, then get Diamond Extra. They come Access Bank, they open Diamond Extra. Some of them get their accounts for the past 10 years. But say, once you did for Diamond Extra, your life done better. The only thing when we need for Diamond Extra, and say you go open the account with minimum of 5,000 naira. The money when we don't give out, when Diamond Extra don't give 59 million naira.
Winners of the raffle draw WNB say they don't save minimum of 5,000 naira, cause they rewarded with 500,000 naira. Some other people call be 1 million naira. Others shopulate 100,000 naira, and this will happen every month for the next 5 years.
I did here for my mom, for my mama, Mrs. Nena Chuku. She just wins salary for life. 100,000 naira every month for the next 20 years. Now housewife. Now housewife. So this na dream come true. Now better dollar for her. This one just happened like that. Maybe now we go begin the plan what we go do with the money, but for now she could just enjoy herself. She don't try.
And some people go stitch up 100,000 naira for the next 20 years. Other prices include grant for school, rent advance for 1 whole year, and others. Plus TV Africa follows some of the beneficiaries there, Yano.
Like 6 years now, I use this account, but I'm very happy to see this thing. Diamond Extra account is better account. It's supposed to people and open Diamond Extra account. Yes, I will advise my friends and my business partners to come and open Diamond Extra account. Well, I don't enjoy the account very much.
I'm a businessman. I just say I'm Iron Road. I don't hear them since over 7 years now. As they call me, I feel happy. I don't believe say na true, but now I don't say na real. Make them go open an account. Now we not get to tell anybody to go and open an account, Diamond Extra account. So make them benefit. They can see say na true, say no be scam.
Osita Ede, don't share with the person need to take qualify to win.
We've done the run out for 10 years. This is the 11th year. And you fit win plenty prizes starting from salary for life. The person who wins salary for life could get 100,000 every month for 20 good.
Plus TV Africa, Promise Nero. Still to